Welcome back, Cules and football fans. We've got huge updates coming out of Barcelona and Chelsea. First, a worrying injury scare for Gavi as the young star leaves training with pain in his surgically repaired knee. Then all the drama around Fermín López continues as he edges closer to a shock Chelsea move after speaking with Enzo Maresca and Marc Cucurella. And if that wasn't enough, Chelsea are closing in on Alejandro Garnacho while also juggling deals for Facundo Buonanotte and the missed chance for Xavi Simons. Stick around because this one is packed with breaking news you don't want to miss. Barcelona midfielder Gavi did not finish Friday's training session and left with pain in his knee, but initial reports claimed it was only a scare. Apparently there's a lot more to it. According to Javi Miguel of Diario AS, there is total concern at the club regarding Gavi's injury, which happened to the same knee that was surgically repaired in November 2023 after an ACL and meniscus tear. The report doesn't go into further detail and says there is more to follow as further testing will be done to determine the extent of the injury, but it's safe to say there's real reason for concern with this one. Barcelona face a worrying situation ahead of Sunday's La Liga clash with Rayo Vallecano, as Gavi remains doubtful after leaving training with pain in his knee. Manager Hansi Flick is set to address the media on Saturday, where fans will be hoping for a positive update on the midfielder's condition. Meanwhile, transfer drama continues to swirl around Fermín López. According to reliable insider Joan Fontes, the young Barcelona star has already discussed the possibility of a move to Chelsea with members of the London club, including one of their defenders. His future is becoming one of the hottest talking points as the transfer deadline approaches. The name of midfielder Fermín, of course, continues to dominate the headlines across Europe ahead of the fast-approaching summer transfer deadline. This comes amid widespread confirmation that the 22-year-old has emerged as a leading target on the part of the aforementioned Chelsea. And if the latest word stemming from the media on Friday is anything to go by, then Fermín, despite claims to the contrary, appears to be taking a Stamford Bridge switch into real consideration, as per a report from the aforementioned Joan Fontes. Before returning from his days of leisure earlier this week, Fermín spoke with Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca and Chelsea defender Marc Cucurella. It now remains to be seen if these discussions proved enough to fully convince Fermín of the merits of a future in Chelsea blue. A fresh update on the ongoing saga linking Barcelona star Fermín López with a move to Chelsea has on Friday been provided. And the news will no doubt mark a source of concern for those of a Blaugrana persuasion eager to see the midfielder stay put. This comes amid confirmation that Fermín is more out than in at Barca at present. The latest info comes courtesy of club insider Joan Fontes, who has first confirmed that the opinion of the 22-year-old's girlfriend appears to be outweighing that of his family when it comes to Fermín's plans at present. Not only that, but it is claimed that as of this moment, the Spanish international is very upset and feels bad with his situation in Catalonia's capital. For these reasons and more, Fontes concludes that Fermín can be considered as having one foot out of Barca ahead of the fast-approaching transfer deadline. Chelsea are set to sign Alejandro Garnacho, with the deal getting the "here we go" from Fabrizio Romano already. It might already be time to turn their attention to the next signing though, as there is very little time left in the summer transfer window. There are some major question marks about whether it could be though. For weeks, it looked like Xavi Simons was the one Chelsea wanted to sign. Personal terms have been agreed with him already. But there is no sign of a transfer so far, and Tottenham Hotspur have taken up that opportunity and swooped in. Interestingly, all the talk surrounding Chelsea in recent days has been about Fermín López. It looks like out of nowhere, the Barcelona midfielder is who they really want to bring to the club. Of course, that most likely means no move for Simons. There is a major hurdle though. It looks like Barcelona do not intend to part ways with him and have set Chelsea an astronomical transfer asking price as a result. Barcelona make Fermín López transfer decision amid Chelsea interest. As reported by Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona are clear. López is not available, and if he wants to leave, Chelsea must bring an unputdownable offer. They want around €90 million. Now, if we were Chelsea, that would be a sign to move on from this López saga immediately and focus on bringing Simons to Stamford Bridge. It is pretty clear that he is keen on the move, and the transfer valuation is lower than the €90 million are seemingly looking for someone who is not even a regular starter. With Christopher Nkunku set to join AC Milan, one would hope that this has opened up the funds for Chelsea to go out and make a move for Simons. Let's just hope they have not left things too late. Chelsea have had a hectic few days in the transfer market, and things are moving quickly. The Blues have officially missed out on Xavi Simons, who is now heading to Tottenham despite having already agreed personal terms with Chelsea earlier this summer. Whether it was down to budget issues or a change of transfer priorities, Chelsea let that one slip away. But it's not all bad news. The club is now set to wrap up 2 important deals, and both involve Argentine talents. Facundo Buonanotte is joining from Brighton on loan, while the headline signing is Alejandro Garnacho from Manchester United. According to Fabrizio Romano, Garnacho has already landed in London to complete his medical and sign a massive 7-year contract. The 2 clubs have finalized all the paperwork, with Chelsea paying £40 million plus a 10% sell-on clause. After a long saga, the deal is finally done. Medical today. Fabrizio Romano drops Chelsea transfer news. The move for Garnacho has divided the opinion of the Chelsea supporters. There are plenty who believe that this is the wrong move, considering his underwhelming performances as well as how things ended for him at Manchester United. But then, there is denying the potential that Garnacho has. Not too long ago he was being hailed as one of the bright talents in world football. And no U21 player in a top 5 European league has scored more goals than him since his debut. In recent years, rarely have things worked out for any player at Manchester United. But that does not mean they could not flourish elsewhere. Mohamed Salah and Kevin De Bruyne are 2 prime examples of this. Obviously, not everybody will reach the heights that those 2 have, and they will go down as all-time Premier League legends. That being said, it just goes on to show that players can develop into so much more than what they have shown at a particular club. In those instances, Chelsea came out on the losing end. Hopefully this time, they are the ones who have pulled off a major coup at the expense of Manchester United. So, a lot is happening right now. Barcelona fans are holding their breath over Gavi's condition, while Chelsea seem determined to shake up the market with Garnacho, Buonanotte, and possibly Fermín López. The big question is, should Chelsea pay that massive €90 million for Fermín, or go back for Xavi Simons instead? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for daily transfer updates, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the latest football news. See you in the next one.